here we go. How's it going, YouTube? That's here. We're going into a, I guess, like Wi-Fi battle against JustWeavile, a person I found just on YouTube. I've been wanting to play a ton of battles, and this is in the OU format. We're going to be going up against Metagross Gliscor. Oh, there's a Keldeo. Man, Keldeo's a pain. Even more of a pain is Clefable, and then a Magneton and a Latias. Alright, this is going to be kind of hard. Let's see. I will probably just lead with my Darmanitan. I think Darmanitan's just a really safe lead here. I like to lead with Darmanitan a lot, and like I said, this is a battle in the singles tier. I've been wanting to play a ton more singles battles, and JustWeavile is the first person that replied to me when I started looking for them. So if you guys want to play a battle, leave your friend code in chat, and we'll try to set something up. I'll play pretty much any tier. Note that normally I'm a VGC player, and I'm playing singles right now. So I'm just going to start this one up. And, you know, there's 51 more seconds, but he's probably also narrating this video because I think, you know, it's like a joint collaboration type thing. So that is the whole point of being one of these PokeTubers, I guess, is you have to collab with other people and set up Wi-Fi battles like this. So other things to watch out for in his team, I think that has to be Mega Metagross then. And then, is it just like a Calm Mind Latios? I know Latios potentially has the advantage against Suicune because Latios has a higher base speed and can set up Substitute. So that is going to be something I have to watch out for. But we're starting things up against JustWeavile and GLHF, here we go. Hopefully, you know, hopefully I can just run him over with Darmanitan. That's like the plan. Darmanitan wins everything. What is this guy? This Keldeo? Oh man, Keldeo's really good against Darmanitan. Alright. Alright, well Keldeo is too good. Do I even want to reveal that I'm Scarfed? Like, I could U-turn him here. Or, you know, well actually, I'm going to U-turn him. Because worst case scenario, like, I guess he's Scarfed as well and he scalds me and then I just send out something and set up on him. Yeah, we'll just U-turn here. Let's see that Keldeo lead. Keldeo is one of my favorite Pokemon. I actually wanted to use it in this team. The original version of this team did have a Keldeo in it, but I eventually replaced it with Garchomp because why wouldn't you put, like, Mega... I didn't even have a Mega on the team yet. Like, you gotta put the Mega Garchomp on the Sand team. So, yeah, we're just waiting on him. I think he's definitely gonna stay in. The only question is if he Calm Minds or goes for Scald. He could even try and pop a Substitute. All three of those would be incredibly annoying because Keldeo is just a broken Pokemon against my team. I got like Darmanitan, I have Excadrill and Tranitar. I also have like a Garchomp and like that guy gets Icy Wind. So what we're gonna have to do here is go into Suicune. That did a decent amount of damage even though it wasn't very effective. That shows me that he's probably not the full HP Keldeo, judging by how much damage he took. So I think it's safe to go in with Suicune. But I kind of want to come with the Togekiss. You know, we're gonna come with the Togekiss. We're coming with Togekiss just in case he pops Substitute. I don't want to deal with Substitute. He just goes for a Secret Sword. He thought I might go into something else, and Secret Sword actually, this is super good for me. He went for a fighting attack onto my Togekiss, who forced that damage. So, pretty good switch in for me. Even better, he probably thought that I might switch it for Suicune, and he wanted to take advantage of that, and I got the better end of that trade. So at this point, I can go for so many things. I can go for the Air Slash, I can go for the Thunder Wave. I can also just double switch back out into something that can pop his Gliscor in the face. I'm going to go with the Air Slash. Let's see. He's withdrawing. Obviously, he's withdrawing. I probably should have wrote his team down. It would have been a really good idea because at this point, you know, I don't really know everything that can happen. So Magneton comes in. This guy has access to like Flash Cannon and Electric type moves. So I got to be kind of wary with how I switch in. I'm going to switch into my Garchomp here. And since it's Magneton, he probably has the Magnet Pull ability. But he also has access to Sturdy, which we just broke. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into my Garchomp here. Garchomp is going to be able to potentially set up a sub because since this guy is most likely the Magnet Pull Pokemon, he probably has HP Fire instead of HP Ice. And I've already talked about Magneton before. It's definitely a Pokemon I highly respect. It was strong enough to be a standalone Pokemon back in just Gen 1. So you just can't sleep on Magneton. Like, my Garchomp's going to switch in on this Magneton and probably take like 40-ish% from this Flash Cannon. That's what I'm expecting. Or he could just double switch me, and that would also still kind of suck. So we're waiting on him. What else could Magneton really do? Yeah, he's just going for a double switch. Yeah, like you got to think of everything that could possibly happen. He's going for a double switch out into the Keldeo. Okay. Maybe he thought I would go into the Darmanitan? No. I think that I'm going to actually try and stay in here with Garchomp. I think I'm going to Mega Evolve and actually just try and pop a really big Earthquake. We're going to force his Icy Wind here. That's what we're going to do. I think that's a safe play. Not like it's actually, it is unsafe, but I don't even think I would go down to Icy Wind. We already know that he's not orbed. Maybe he's Specs, like, or we know that he's not Scarf, we know that he's not Orbed, so potential other items are like Specs or Sash, and I don't really think he's either of those. So he's going for the Hydro Pump. Unfortunately for him, Hydro Pump misses. That is the risk you carry with that move. Scald would have been probably a much better choice as he eats my crit Earthquake. Oh my gosh, the RNG. It's not even guaranteed that, like, I needed the crit, but, you know, we take those, and now there's nothing left to top the Garchomp train, right? I mean, he has a Magneton, no. He has a Latias. Latias can actually come in and dampen up my party, because Latias has a higher base speed than Mega Garchomp. Mega Garchomp does get slower when it Mega Evolves, so we'll see, but that was quite the unfortunate miss, dude. I mean, like, every bit of RNG backfired in him in that situation, so we're going to see the Gliscor come in here. Okay. I wonder if he's going to protect first turn. Either way, I don't see a problem with popping a sub here. I actually think Mega Garchomp has the better end of this trade in almost every situation. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put up a substitute, and once you get that substitute up, you put up a Swords Dance, and they're like, alright, I gotta break that sub. They break your sub, you could potentially put up another one, throw up that little 50-50 mind game, because they're going to want to try and Toxic you, unless they're good players and they just continually Earthquake you until, like, you die. So he's switching now. He's going for a double swap. He thought I would switch, but I am actually just not afraid of any more of your Pokemon because I have a Mega Garchomp on the board. Mega Garchomp being just like the most busted OP best Pokemon in the game. I could Swords Dance here. I could EQ. I can go for so many plays. I really, really want to get up this Swords Dance. Let me see. I'm thinking about it. I know he has the Ice Punch. So yeah, I have to EQ here. Like, because if Metagross breaks my sub right here, after he Mega Evolves, Metagross gains a much higher base speed tiering, so he would just be faster than me. If I let him KO my sub, he's just going to run away with the game. So let's see if he protects. Nope, no protect. He just eats this huge EQ. Oh, there's like no way you live through this, bro. Like, there's like no way. So Metagross is going to go down. I think I made the right play in going for the EQ over the Swords Dance, and if I let him break my sub, I would just let myself get KO'd the next turn. So we took out the Metagross. And I think this game's over. I think the Garchomp ran away with it. I think that my Garchomp would have actually been able to live through the Keldeo Hydro Pump, even if it was Specs Keldeo, because I'm so bulky. Oh man, speaking of things that suck. This thing has that ability that makes it so my moves, like, don't scale, right? Isn't that what it does? I'm trying to remember. I'll just pop an EQ and see how much it does. I'm trying to remember what the ability is called, but it's that ability that Quagsire has, right? I don't, it's like definitely escaping me. But it looks like I can probably two-shot this guy, so he's going to break my sub, and I'm going to get the two-shot. I think worst case scenario here is, let's see if he has leftovers or not, but if, like, let's say he switches out to Latias to block my EQ. He might just, like, fodder his Clefable, which would be awesome, and if you guys know the name of that ability and exactly what it does, leave a link in the description, or leave a link in the comments, because it's definitely escaping me right now. But it's an ability that makes it so all of your stat boosts don't matter. That's what it does. So let's see if he switches out to the Latios or the Gliscor. You know, he's deciding to stay with the Clefable. Maybe he's hoping that I rolled really high on last turn and that I won't this turn, but no, I will roll the same amount of N that I did last turn and pick up a KO here. He has a Latios, a Magneton, and a Gliscor left as his remaining Pokemon. So let's see what is coming out. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be the Latias. Latias has a potential higher base speed, so I'm just going to actually stay in. I have relatively high HP. I'm a very bulky Pokemon. I might live a Dragon Pulse, but not a Draco Meteor, so I'm going to come in and just try and go for, yeah, I tried it. So it kind of sucks that I lost that guy, but this isn't the end of the world because the remaining Pokemon on my team can definitely deal with the rest of his, if that didn't even KO. So it also forced him to hit it. So he goes for the Draco. What it's going to do is significantly lower all of his chances at winning the game. And we see Life Orb. That definitely KO'd me. So I think I'm going to come with Tyranitar. Yeah, I just want to check one thing on my Tyranitar. We'll check my summary, check and see, oh, I have a Life Orb. Alright, I don't really want to do that, but I will. It's fine. Come with that big T-Tar. Bam. So T-Tar hits the board. This guy has significantly lowered special attack. He might Thunder Wave me. I really was looking to see if I had a Lumberry, but you know what? There's nothing really wrong with the Life Orb. So we're just going to Dragon Dance. We're just going to Dragon Dance it up, and hopefully he's switching to one of his Pokemon, and I can just, you know, take advantage of that. Let's see what he wants to actually switch to. if he switches. Like I said, if I were him, I would just stay in. Oh, he just goes for a second Draco. I don't know about that. You gotta crit this one, bro. You gotta crit this one. And no, I should actually just Dragon Dance again. I really should just Dragon Dance again, because that would give me potential KO on that Gliscor set. Am I really afraid of Gliscor? No. What's going to happen in the rest of this game, I can tell you how it's going to go down. I'm going to KO this Latias, he's going to send out his Gliscor. I'm going to hit Gliscor for about 50-60%. He's going to KO my Trinitar, I'm going to set up my Armanitan and go Flare Blitz, and wrap it up. And that's what's going to happen. All assuming that, yeah. I didn't want to eat too many Dracos. I know that he's still faster than me because that thing just has... It's full speed, obviously, which means I didn't even really need the Dragon Dance. And unfortunately for him, he didn't crit. So we're going to KO the Latias right here. He takes Life Orb damage, and he takes this big +1 crunch, and... Oh man, this is where I'm happy to see the Life Orb T-Tar. Well, maybe not this, because like I said, I do not really need the additional damage to KO a Latias. But against this Gliscor, oh dude, this Crunch is going to hit for some real damage. I kind of want to go for Rock Slide, but I already said that I can win the game. By going for Crunch, then Flare Blitz, Flare Blitz. I also have the option to Taunt here against the Gliscor. What's it? Is he sending out the Magneton? I can KO the Magneton, right? I'll go for it. Maybe I should have Dragon Danced again, because a +2 crunch would definitely KO Magneton. I'm sure it's an Evil Eye. Oh, he's faster than me. He's Scarfed. You're Scarfed. Okay. Hey, you know what? More power to you. Scarf Magneton is a Pokemon. Like I said a million times, you cannot sleep on these things. Do I have Sword Stance on my X-Control? No. Scarf Magneton. That was why he switched out earlier when, he went for that double switch type play. So we're just going to come with our Armanitan. We're going to speed this one up. At the very least, I still have a Suicune, so there's like no way that his, well, I still have like all my Pokemon, but he definitely came back with that Scarf. So he's just going to withdraw, and this was actually the worst possible thing I think he could have done, because while Gliscor is a really good Pokemon, I really don't see it being able to eat 2 Flare Blitzes, like, just without any sort of retaliation. He's going to get his Toxic Orb, but like, yo, fuck, I'm sorry, but in reality, I didn't even need it. I didn't even need it because if it already showed that it would have one-shotted, the crit only does 1.5, and that means that I would have already been doing about roughly 70% of your health with that first Flare Blitz. You would have got your Toxic Orb, you would have got to Protect, but then I just would have done it again. So I got the better sides of the RNG for this match, but it was still really close. We saw a bunch of really cool Pokemon on his team, and I do definitely think my Pokemon outscale some of his. Magneton, while I said it was a very good Pokemon, and it definitely made plays this game, it is definitely not something that's in the OU tier, unless I'm just completely out of the loop. So, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what to say. That start of the game where I got the crit EQ was probably where this game started to get out of control. So at this point, we've already locked in the Flare Blitz. We're waiting on him, and I just got a little bit lucky. I also think that he did a really good job of just not getting completely swept by all of my different sweepers. I set up with the Garchomp. Garchomp was in there strong, and then I also set up with the T-Tar, and he still managed to not get swept by both those. Good thing I had Armanitan to carry me out of these little situations, but I mean, that's pretty much it. We're just waiting for him to lock in the last move here. And, you know, hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content. You know, I want to try doing more battles where I narrate my turns live and talk about what you guys, or talk about my thoughts and have you guys look at them while I'm thinking them. So that's a little bit of different content that I don't really do on this channel as much. It's kind of like a highlight that I normally do with my stream highlights, but this is more one-on-one. This is more personal. So GG's JustWeavile. I will leave a link to your channel in the description. Go check out his channel, guys. He has a ton of really good content, a couple Let's Plays, but the battles are really, really high quality. He has great thumbnails, great like animations and stuff like that, so definitely go check him out. He's an up-and-coming PokeTuber. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching this game. Let me know if you guys want to battle with a comment in the description, and I will see you guys, sorry, there's not a comment in the description, but a comment below in the comment area, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.